Nebraska closing its 2025 campaign with a big opportunity against 15th-ranked Utah in the Las Vegas Bowl. The Huskers played their cards right to open the game, but ultimately leave Vegas, as many others do, in the red, with plenty of questions heading into next season. Nebraska's first ever game in the state of Nevada and 55th bowl game in program history was one to forget. First drive, Mekhi Nelson picking up where Emmett Johnson left off. He bounces left and goes 38 yards untouched. His second career touchdown gives the Huskers a quick 7-0 lead. Utah counters. Devin Dampier with a 45-yard deep shot to Dallin Bentley. It sets Utah up inside the 10. Dampier finishes off the drive and muscles his way in. He would give Nebraska problems with his arm and his legs all day long. Still 7-7 in the first. TJ Lateef touch pass to Ja'Cory Barney. His 5th touchdown of the year. Huskers feeling it, up 14-7. But the Blackshirts had no answer for Dampier. With all kinds of time, he fires a bullet to tight end J.J. Buchanan to level the score at 14. The Utah signal caller accounted for 458 total yards of offense, 310 through the air, and 148 on the ground with 3 scores. This effort on 4th and 1 put his team up 38-14. Utah scored 37 unanswered, and that look says it all. Nebraska finding a rhythm on offense in the fourth quarter. TJ Lateef drops back, throws into double coverage, and is intercepted. Year 3 of the Matt Rule era officially ends at 7-6 after a 44-22 blowout loss in the Las Vegas Bowl. Let's take you by the numbers now. Utah accounted for 535 yards of total offense. That is the most the Blackshirts have given up this season. Nebraska had 157 in the first quarter, but just 40 combined yards in the second and third quarters. The only turnover, TJ Lateef's late interception. Let's send it back out to Vegas, where we find KETV News Watch 7 sports director Andy Kendi.
Well, you could call this a microcosm of the Nebraska 2025 football season. A great start, and then they fell apart down the stretch. The Huskers actually led this one 14-7 after the first quarter and then gave up 37 unanswered points. And in the end, they suffer one of the school's worst bowl losses in program history, 44-22 to 15th-ranked Utah.
Credit to them. They were 4-8 team last year that made the necessary changes to get to, a 11-12 win team, whatever, to 11-win team, I guess. And those are the same things, the changes that we've tried to make so we can get there next year. But they got the best of us today.
Key part of this game, 5 straight 3-and-outs for Nebraska. That gave Utah the opening they needed to make this into a blowout.
You have to just kind of win those plays, and we just didn't quite win enough. And we had some opportunities, but we had a screen that should be out for a touchdown. We just don't quite make a block.
I mean, I got to be better at the end of the day. Left a couple plays out there, but at the end of the day, I got to play better, and I got to do better.
The Huskers finished the season with a thud, losing 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5, and 5 of their last 7. In fact, their last 3 losses by a combined score 121-48.
It hurts, but again, in that hurt, with everyone coming back, you can see what needs to be done. We know what we have to do starting January 12th, right when we get back.
We faced 3 top 15 probably teams, and we lost. So, we're not a top 15 team. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't mean we're a bottom 15 team. It just means we're not at the level of these guys right now, and so I have to take responsibility for that.
Matt Rule tweaked his coaching staff after the end of the regular season and now looks to tweak his roster as a whole. The transfer portal opens Friday.
But to get over the hump, we have a lot to do, and so we're going to attack it, and we're going to be unbelievably persistent at it. And like I said, they're a great model, right? They were 4-8 last year, and that quarterback was on another roster, and he came in, and he's been a lightning rod for them.
Well, Matt Rule finishes his 3rd season, 19 wins, 19 losses, which, by the way, is the exact same record Mike Riley had in his 3 seasons in Lincoln. Reporting at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, Andy Kendi, KETV News Watch 7 Sports.
Thank you, Andy. Mekhi Nelson was the bright spot in the backfield. He led the new look unit with 136 all-purpose yards, 88 on the ground, 48 through the air, including his 38-yard touchdown reception to open up the scoring. Now here's Lauren Michelson with the final drive.
On a day where Nebraska was missing plenty of its key pieces due to opt-outs and injury, Nebraska's young players stepped up. One of the bright spots of Nebraska's loss to Utah, the Husker running backs Isaiah Mosey and Mekhi Nelson led the team in both rushing and receiving yards. Nelson only had 59 rushing yards heading into this game, but ripped off a 38-yard touchdown run early, finishing the day with 88 on the ground.
This is just something that I've been waiting for, like, since I got here, being able to show everybody what I could do.
But those flashes fizzled as the game wore on.
To be honest, I just feel as though it was like our tempo. Like, I feel as though, like, when we were hustling to the ball, when we were breaking the huddle, getting lined up, I feel as though that's when, like, we had our edge over them. And I felt like once we sort of kind of stopped doing that, I felt like that's when they were able to adjust and, like, stop us.
As Nebraska's defense struggled, giving up 535 yards of total offense, young players say they learned a lot, like Caleb Benning, Donovan Jones, and Vincent Shavers Jr., who say they are all returning next season.
I know it's cliche, but bigger, stronger, faster. Just improving my body and got a little glimpse of it today, being able to play a full game.
Keep putting in the work, get in the film room, study. You got to lift, get bigger, because, Big Ten ain't no joke, so.
All of us can play. We just all need to be fundamentally sound out there. Like, we can't just we can't have a good drive and then let something bad happen the next.
With so many young Huskers seeing meaningful minutes in Nebraska's 44-22 loss to Utah, the question now is who stays and who goes as the transfer portal opens on Friday. Reporting from Allegiant Stadium, Lauren Michelson, KETV News Watch 7 Sports.
All right, Sean, we knew this was going to be an uphill battle. Utah is very talented, and they're showing people why they're the 15th ranked team in the country. Are you disappointed in Nebraska's performance?
Yeah, obviously there are a lot of things that weren't good for Nebraska. I mean, I think they came out with a good plan early, but this was an undermanned Nebraska team, missing arguably several of its best players, and reality kind of set in, and they needed guys to make plays. They had no answer for Utah's offense. I mean, you could argue that was the best offense Nebraska has faced all year, just with the way they were just so hard to stop. I mean, they had no answer to slow down what Utah was doing.
Yeah, Devin Dampier was outstanding, probably the best quarterback performance against Nebraska all season for the second straight year. Nebraska finishes the season 7-6.